No, right?
No. Ah, I can see you now. It's very pretty.
So handsome.
Oh, thank you.
hai nên hai nên tự tự tung tự uống.
Seems like we are like giving compliment to each other.
Yeah. So we're waiting for Mr. Kevin.
Sure.
My background is okay, right?
Yes, actually, we are already on the live stream now, so everyone can see us now. So
Really?
we tell people to like stay just a little bit, so we can wait for Trang and Kevin to come in. Oh, they are already here.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Finally can see you. Hello, Mr. Kevin. Hello, Miss Chang. So we are on live, right?
So I can still see nothing.
Oh, you cannot see us?
Yeah.
We can see you. We can see you. Very handsome in that suit.
Thank you. Anyway, we are going to start.
Yeah, I think it's already on live. Let me see.
Can I can see this session with Facebook, right?
Yeah, you can see it on the fan page. Oh, hello everyone. I can see so many members already here. Hello, how are you today? All right, hello everyone. I'm Tienee. I'm very excited to be the host of today's live stream, and we can discover more information about the Etermon project with our special guest, Miss Trang, the head of partnerships, Mr. Gu, marketing manager, and Mr. Kevin Powell, the vice president of OneTV. So, can you please tell our audience a little bit about yourself? Lady first, Miss Trang, our very beautiful guest. Miss Trang, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay, thank you very much, Tienee. Pleasure to be here. My name is Trang. I am the head of partnership for the Etermon project, and my role is to connect the right investor with our team. And everyone, yeah, welcome to Etermon.
Okay, thank you, Miss Trang. Mr. Gu, how about you?
Yeah, okay, so hello everyone. Nice to meet you. Now I'm Cuong. Now I'm working as marketing manager for Eatoman project. So actually my responsibility is to take on every marketing activity in this project. So just asking whatever you want. So in this session, we will try to answer you. Thank you, Tienee.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gu. And last but not least, Mr. Kevin Powell. How are you today? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, beautiful anchor, Tienee. This is Kevin from Hong Kong, and thanks to Money Group and also Etermon to invite me for this session. I'm working for a TV station here now, and I hope tonight we can share more about Etermon, also the gaming. And again, Happy New Year to all your audience.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I think that our audience are very excited to know more about the project. And guys, today we're going to give away a total prize of 400 USDT for 10 best questions from our community. So we already picked 5 questions from our Twitter, and we're going to choose 5 more questions during the live stream. So remember to share this live stream, tag 2 of your friends in the comment section of this live stream, and leave your questions below, all right? Before we start, let's take a look at the game trailer and get a feel for the awesome world of Etermon, shall we? Okay, so now I'm going to show you the trailer video. All right.
In 3033, one astronaut spaceship got broken. He has no choice except to land on a strange asteroid. On this planet, he finds out new species. They are monsters that have the power of different elements. They are Etermon. To go back to the Earth, the astronaut needs to use a space gate, which rules by the master of this planet. The explorer has no alternative. He has to catch and train the Etermon to fight against the master. Then he can have a chance to go home.
Awesome, awesome video. I guess that you all can't wait to know more about this project, right? So let's start our Q&A with Mr. Kevin, Mr. Cuong, and Miss Trang. First of all, Mr. Cuong, can you please let us know what is Eatoman? Can you share more details about the game story and the evolution?
Sure things. Actually, Etermon is a playground NFT game that gives users a chance to generate an income stream through playing. Players can be awarded unique items with verifiable ownership, and then they can be traded, bought, or sold. For the story, the game setting takes place in the year of 3033. The monster that exists on the Eternity planet, known as Etermon, they have like element power. So there are 5 major elements in that planet. So the first element is fire, the second electricity, the third is earth, the fourth is water, and the last one is cheese. Two eaters of the same species but different in element with own stereotypical power of his element. Each eater can be equipped with at least one active skill of the element such as eater owns, together with one passive skill of the species. Besides that, high-level eaters can have an additional passive skill. Each monster will have ability to evolve one rank up, depending on its origin rank.
Oh, how cool. Okay, Miss Trang, so can you share the reason why your team wants to create Eatoman?
Sure. Just 2 things. One of them, I guess, in Vietnam, we have a lot of great engineer, game developers, programmers, but we've been also seeing for so many years, we've been programming for Google, Facebook, and many tech giants, to name a few. I think that now it's time for us to do something that belongs to us, to the Vietnamese. For those of you who have been following blockchain in Vietnam, you might know some other names recently, like Axie Infinity, who made a big hit, especially in Philippines. For Etermon, we just started. Our aim is to create a whole universe of multiple gaming experiences that belongs to the Vietnamese. That's the first reason. And the second reason, over the years, we've been working hard to bring more values to our game players. Although monetization through gaming is not something new, I think that the ownership of in-game assets can only be enhanced with blockchain technology.
Yeah.
And players have a real-life financial return as a reward for the time and effort they put into a game. And that's the fundamental trigger that makes blockchain and NFT games so compelling. And that's the reason why we are committed to creating a product that brings more values to our players.
Yeah, so our players, we can also convert the players from traditional games to NFT games, right?
No, I think that traditional games are still there. No need to convert players into NFT game players. But so I can consider to dive into NFT game world like Etermon, to explore the emerging trend and get the new experiences.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Chan, for sharing. Hi, Mr. Kevin. So, in your opinion, what are the main differences between traditional games and blockchain games?
Well, I can think of few major differences. Firstly, blockchain games, usually we refer to pay-to-earn games. That means you can earn while you pay. You invest with return, which is different from the traditional game that you invest only to get game experience or excitement. And secondly, you need an even better mindset for game economy and token value. So you cannot experience this from a traditional game. But one typical characteristic of blockchain technology is decentralization. So every player's participation and also support are even more important in the game, and also the token value. So I guess this is why Etermon would need your support, need the players' support in a very large amount.
Yeah. So, as an experienced consultant and big advisor for many projects in blockchain society, can you share with us some challenges or some risks of investing in NFT games?
This is actually a tricky question because it consists of a few popular terms and also mixed definitions, like what do you say, NFT, and also we have NFT games, and NFT game is also a kind of play to earn game. So we can try to discuss one by one. First of all, for NFT, in the full name is non-fungible tokens. It can be easily understood as digital tokens that can include the digital art, digital assets, music, video, or any other asset in digital world that all are built based on the blockchain technology. You can collect, sell, buy, or even destroy that NFT in the digital world. Like you collect, sell, or buy or bid the classic art, antique, first edition books, and other historical items in or outside an auction in a reality world. However, in the case of NFTs, blockchain technology will keep a log of every transaction you make, along with the price of that NFT, and it's all visible to everyone on the internet, which is very different from the traditional collection market. So based on above, the background of above, you may encounter some issues like evaluation challenges, cybersecurity, and fraud risk, and also smart contract risk and NFT maintenance problem. And of course, there is legal and regulatory challenges and IP rights problem.
Yeah.
However, in the case of NFTs from NFT game, I thought some of the challenges or risks are less or eliminated to a certain level because the NFT game is well designed, protected, and maintained by a huge group of developers, marketers, and also regulators, like we have in the Eatoman project. And I believe that legal and IP right issues has already been fully considered by the game publisher before launch. So eventually, players benefit and rights, and so a healthy gaming environment can be protected. A possible difference between non-game NFT and game NFT is that non-game NFT are usually a unique item, while game NFT can be a unique game character, figure, merchandise with certain amount, depending on the game design, I guess. So you might not only encounter an evaluation challenge, but also a value fluctuation when you are dealing with game NFT or playing the game. However, I guess this is the tempting element of a NFT game comparing with the traditional game, right?
Yeah.
So Secondly, I have mentioned about NFT game is also one kind of play-to-earn game. So while playing the game with pleasure and excitement, you might have to concern with the value of tokens, monsters, merchandise, in order to make yourself a great token player. And of course, a great gaming community will with healthy interaction will make a great and sustained game. So Etermon will need your support.
Yeah, totally agree. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for sharing. So, as Mr. Kevin mentioned, a great gaming community with healthy interactions will make a great and sustained game. So, Mr. Gu, can you tell us about some of your existing communities and upcoming potential communities, please?
So the first thing I want to emphasize that our audience here is the global community. Honestly, we are not making games just for the local audience. Right now on Telegram, we grew to more than 17,000 followers, and it's a great milestone for us. And thank you, our supporter and followers. In detail, we have community in Vietnam, Thailand, China, Spain, Philippines, and Indonesia. For the next step, we will focus more on the United States, Mexico, Brazil, India, and Russia. So I hope that together we can create a product that can leverage player ownership and a truly unique community-driven economy.
Okay, that's nice. So, Mr. Kevin, so do you think that the power of the community is the key to drive a P2E game project like Eatoman to global growth?
Yes, definitely. Game or NFT or the token, their performance will highly depend on players' attention, participation, and also interaction in order to keep them active or keep up their mobility. That's why we always concerned about the what we call the ACU, the average concurrent user, ECU, peak concurrent user, and also APA, active pay account, and also ARPU, average revenue per user, etc., etc. So a healthy community can be a very significant and effective tool to arouse the participation of the players, to keep them stay in the game. It is a very crucial practice apart from the game promotion to help the game to grow.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Kevin and Mr. Cuong, for sharing about the importance, of our community, and we actually care about the communities, right? Ms. Chang, there's a bit confusing, to tell the difference between Eatoman and Element. So can you explain more about it for our audience, please?
Yeah, sure. It's quite confusing, yes. You may be even more confused when knowing that there are hundreds of blockchain games and new crypto projects being launched every day. So there are three selling points of Etermon that I would like to highlight. The first one is the strengthened gameplay. Unlike many other, NFT games, Etermon requires players to make good combination between various aspects in order to come out on top of batters. The second one is teammates make payday. By teaming up with other players or your friends, you and your teammate have the power to conquer Etermon. And earning money is better and way more thrilling when we're doing it together, right? Finally, I think that players create values. Players are the one that determine the uniqueness of their own monster with just a few right touches. Your Aether can be one of the best in the game and become the valuable NFT on the marketplace.
Okay, that's nice. Thanks for sharing. So I think some of us want to know, how to own an Ether, and if Etermon is easy to play, with this question, Mr. Cuong, can you answer this question for us, please?
Sure thing. So if you want to own an Ether. You can summon from early box sales. These campaigns like could be launched soon on this month, and or you can buy an Ethers that are being sold on the marketplace. Besides, we have a PvP battlefield function that allow people to battle against each other and receive the reward of the day. It also offers a large number of tokens if players enroll in for the whole season. For me, I think that Etermon is not really hard to play. And in general, NFT games are not all that difficult to play too. They are also enjoyable and highly rewarding. Just make sure that you remember to connect with Etermon across all our social media channels. And well, we will see you very soon.
Okay, can't wait. So stay tuned, guys. If you want to know more information about, Eatman, how to own Ether, how to get to the early box sale, something like that. So remember to follow all of the official channels and groups, right? You can go to the fan page of the Eatman and follow all of the official channels, so you can get the up-to-date news. All right. Okay. So besides the support, the importance of the community's support, every project need to have good advisors and backers. So Ms. Chen, can you share about your team's advisors and backers, please?
Yeah, sure. With regards to Etermon team, we consider ourselves, a startup. We are very new to the space, and meanwhile, the industry is moving so fast, and we are, learning every day. For sure, we need all the help we can get from our advisor in high grade. Etermon has the backing of leading reputable advisor in the blockchain and gaming industry, such as Mr. Kevin Carr here, he's the vice president of OneTV Media Global and the consortium of Asian Blockchain Society. Again, Kevin, thank you for being with the Etermon team, and we are so lucky to have you as our advisor.
You're welcome.
Okay. Other advisors are Mr. Jason, a serial entrepreneur and inventor in mobile internet and blockchain ecosystem. Mr. Lương Hoàng Hưng, Vice President of Vietnam Union of Science Entrepreneur. We even have a legal advisor, Mr. Phan Vũ Tuấn, Vice President of Ho Chi Minh Intellectual Property Association. Besides that, Etermon have extensive network of partners, including many reputable agencies and venture capital firms in the world.
Okay, I think I lost Miss Trang at the end of her sentence, but I think she already introduced some of the big advisors and backers, which is huge support for the project, and I think they really appreciate all of your support, especially one of our advisors. Today, Mr. Kevin. Okay, so Mr. Kevin, can you share the reason why you decided to become an advisor for Eatoman project?
Well, thanks to the invitation of Money Group, I have this honor to participate in Etermon project. For the most part, Money Group's business group performance and dedicated personnel are very interesting to me. And they have done a lot of preparation for Etermon. And I noticed that Etermon is not the only game they are making. They are also planning, for more games and even metaverse games in the future, which is great because I love to work with people with ambition while paying attention to practical work. So I hope my experience in gaming, blockchain, and also media can do something good to assist Money Group and also Etermon to achieve its highest performance.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kevin. So I think we also want to know more about the roadmap, right? Even though you guys can also see it on the official website, but we also want to hear more from you. Ms. Trang, can you share more about the roadmap and when will the game be released? When's the IDO? That's the common questions from our users. So can you share with us, please?
Right. Beyond the product quality, our development team commits to a long-term roadmap and the expansion of Etermon ecosystem in the future. Right now, we are working very hard. My team work about 12 hours a day, more than 80 hours per week, building the game in the community. We have an online roadmap published to the public. Etermon IDO will take place in February 2022, and we will release a testing mode for the community in March. And in Q2, the game will be officially released. We also have a long-term vision to make our own metaverse towards the end of 2023. So thank you, Tienee.
Okay, Miss Chang, I think your sound is a bit quiet. I missed some of your speech. Mr. Kevin and Mr. Cuong, can you hear Miss Chang well?
I hope that
Yeah.
that connection is stable. Is it
Yeah.
coming? Is it coming from my side or?
I'm not sure it's from my side or not, but I hope that our audience can hear you well.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. So what's the current round of financing? Do you mind if I ask? Like, how much are you raising, and who to contact if we want to invest in your project?
Our project is still in the early stage. We have successfully completed the seed funding round and started launching our private round last week.
Mhm.
If you are an investor interested in our project, please do not hesitate to contact me.
Okay, so directly to Miss Shan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So now let's move on to our community's sessions. So we gonna ask you guys some questions from Twitter. We already Shan and Mr. Ku. Are you ready?
Yes, for sure. I'm so
Yes,
excited.
of course.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the first one. This one will be for Mr. Cuong, all right? This question's from Alan14091. Is Eatoman only support PC device? Many games don't support mobiles, and that reduces the attraction of many players around the world. Will it be compatible with Android devices and also iOS? Will it be released first in desktop version or mobile version?
Yes, we are currently developing games on three platforms, web, Android, and iOS. The web versions will be released first, and you can play this game via web browsers. And about the Android and iOS versions will be released be available very soon. So that's all I can say.
Okay, if you want to know more, follow our
Yeah,
official
exactly.
Okay, thank you. Next one from 𝐿5. Currently, the NFT community has been the victim of constant scams, which has generated mistrust and a public that evaluates the projects more. In what way does Eatman intend to attract players and gain the trust of the community? Ms. Zhang, can you answer this question?
Yes. I agree that it's a bit scary to think about how many different scams you can fall for these days. So putting aside all the debates, let's focus on the use case of NFT and blockchain in games. For a play-to-earn game, NFT is essentially a key which grants the player who holds the NFT the right to utilize in-game the specific item or benefit that the NFT represents. The players also have the ability to sell and transfer possession of the NFT and the in-game right associated with it to someone else outside the games. So basically, you are simply giving players an additional option of something they can do with the digital in-game items, right? Any new option for players while taking away none of what they already have is not a scam. Anyway, your question is how to attract players and gain trust from the team community. So what we can do is simply remind you. Remember, games are designed first for entertainment purposes. But if you decide to invest a lot of money, you must stay vigilant. From our side, we will not say that we will take you to the moon or say any big words. Please look carefully at our core team, our roadmap, and follow what we do. You will see how much effort we put into the project and how committed we are to bring more values to our game players.
Okay, thanks, Miss Trang, for sharing. Of course, if you want to invest on anything, right, you need to learn about it. You need to study the team, the core team, the backers, the investors, their vision, right, and also see how they're gonna, like the way they put their effort on making the product, and you can, see if they can last for a long time, or they just try to raise a lot of money and just run away and not focus on the project, right? If you can see a good, so let's move on to the next question. I think it's quite relevant here. From 𝐿𝐥𝐚𝐲. Most projects are successful because there's a solid team, and most scam projects also mostly don't show the names of their teams. So can you mention your team names one by one so everybody knows that your project has a solid team? Mr. Cuong, can you answer this question?
Yeah, I think that is very fun question. Actually, all the information about our core team have been public on our website. So the address is Etermon.io. Our photos, position, and our LinkedIn profiles are already there. You can enter to the website and check on the information you want.
Yeah, okay, it's all public, right?
Yeah, everything is public.
Okay, thank you. Next one from Lock Jim. On your website, you state that many people still do not understand the technology and innovation behind blockchain. What will be then your most important strategy to get the community to know and believe in the crypto era through your ecosystem? With this question, Miss Trang, can you answer this question, please?
Good question, and not an easy one.
That's why I picked you.
Okay, thank you. Firstly, I think blockchain is revolutionary and complicated. So it seems tough to grasp, of course. Even our team, we would never consider ourselves expert. However, you should not be afraid of learning fundamentals. Blockchain technology has a wide set of applications, and gaming is, just one of the natural fit, I think. Anyway, like I mentioned, games are designed first for entertainment purposes, and Etermon is created and developed in a user-friendly and easy-to-play manner to have players and newbies enter a blockchain-based game. So through playing games, you can naturally discover more about the crypto era when purchasing digital collectible like in-game items or virtual assets within the game or other NFT marketplace. And I remember co-founder of 𝐿𝐥𝐚𝐲 said that people who come into Axie Infinity get their first account, their first wallet, and that wallet is then the access point to the decentralized financial ecosystem. So hopefully Etermon can also open up an access point for many players to enter the crypto era through playing the games.
Okay. Thanks for answering the very hard question. So let's move on to the last question on Twitter that we already chose from Abra6678. Hackers are very active in the market, and almost every day we hear about another hack attack. Can you please give some information about the security system of your project? How safe are the funds of investors? And does it already have an audit? Ms. Trang, this question is for you again.
Okay, it seems that security is the top concern of many people. We can see a lot of question about that, right? So, firstly, our smart contract has been audited by Solidity of Finance. We are also in the final step of working with Sakic, a famous name as well, and we will keep you updated. Besides that, the Etermon team applies many layers of security to avoid the risk of being hacked from the outside. Team is, always on duty 24 hours per day, 7 days per week to provide the best possibility player support and reduce the risk for the players. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so are you ready for the question from our live stream? Now I'm gonna pick up some questions from our audience here. There are so many questions here already. Okay, let's see. The first one from Ngọc An Huân. Does the Eatoman game have a breed monster mechanism? This one maybe I will ask Mr. Gu. All right. Can you answer this question, please?
Yes, of course. So I will give you some spoil information first. Yes, in our plan, players can collect a monster through two ways. The first way is pass on the stage and get the egg species, then combine them into a deck. When opening, there is a certain chance to get the monster with the rank from rare, super rare, and super rare. In addition, the monster in the game will have a breed mechanism. When certain conditions are met, they can breed to create other monster.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Gu, for your answer. Just quick reminder, guys, if you wanna get the price of 40 USDT, so please leave your questions below. Remember to share this live stream and tag 2 of your friends in the comment section. All right, and so if I pick your questions, then you will receive the gift. Okay. Let's see.
And also perhaps this beautiful T-shirt as well. We have a T-shirt for Etermon, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that price. So that's for the special one?
Yes. Keep it secret.
Okay, secret. Nobody knows.
Okay.
All right. So the next one, 𝐿𝐵𝐸. Okay. Does Eatoman game have a burn NFT mechanism? Miss Trang, can you answer this question, please?
Yes, there are different in-games NFT like monster or items, and pairing a low-level monster or item to create a higher level one when require burning the corresponding monster or item. Yeah.
Okay. So you okay. But if you want to know more about how or when, just follow our official channels, right?
Yeah.
You will know more about it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Thank you for reminding.
All right. Next one from, let's see, Tienee. Can you tell us if ETM has been audited? Mr. Gu, can you answer this question?
Actually, I think that these questions are quite the same as the information in the answers Miss Trang says in the last sessions. But I think that is also like a good question too. So I think that in this field of business, auditing is a must. And Etermon team is working with various reliable audit smart contract company in the market. And just want to remind again that the good news is our smart contract has already audited by Solidity, and we are waiting for the final results from other, and we'll announce about that as soon as possible. So please keep in mind that for our channels.
Okay, right. After this live stream, they're gonna remember that sentence, right?
Yeah, I think so.
To follow our official channels. Okay. because the team, I'm sure they're gonna bring a lot of surprises for you guys. So if you follow the channels and follow the join the groups, you will be the first people who know about the good news, right? So don't miss it. Next one from Tora Nguyen. Why did Eatoman choose the slogan "Trade to Earn"? Mr. Cuong, can you answer this question, please?
Yeah, of course, I like this question. This is like a very good question, and I really want to answer. I'm just afraid that you didn't choose me, but well, thanks God. Actually, I think that this slogan is the thing make us differentiate from others. The majority of the current market is click to earn, right? And that's kind of game with a short life cycle. The first participants will benefit more than the later participant. We didn't want that. We want to strike a balance between play and earn. And so the concept of trade appear. Players can buy, sell, rent, auction, and many other features so that later participants are not left out.
All right. Thanks for sharing. So we let a special guest been waiting for a while. Mr. Kevin, time for you to shine. The last question will be for you. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a hard question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so this question from Van Ying. Could blockchain be a game changer for the gaming industry? This is kind of like a broad question, right? So I want you to answer the question.
The answer is yes, of course. It actually has already created a huge impact to the traditional gaming industry. And what we can see is that the number of game players are growing due to the blockchain game or pay-to-earn game. And besides of traditional game players, we can see lots of new players from different walks of life. And as I have mentioned, game players used to play game for pleasure or excitement, but now the pursuit of digital assets will be another goal. So in the future, you may see some game players, they will become a professional one, and game playing would be their professional or kind of occupation they have. So they can earn money from playing a game, and then no need to do other jobs or other work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be like that.
That's right. So like with traditional games, right? People sometimes need to pay to play, right? They need to pay to win. But now with NFT games, people realize that, well, I can play to earn, play to trade, play to have fun, and have the freedom to do whatever I want. So I think
it actually will become two categories. One maybe they are playing a game with with the goal of earning money, and another traditional one they still want their pleasure or excitement or something.
All right. So Miss Trang, I heard that you have some like secret that you want to share with us at the end of the live stream. So can you share with us now, please?
I have many. Yeah.
Oh, many. Okay, let's reveal one secret from Miss Trang.
Thanks, Tienee. Sure. So Etermon followers, we are gonna have an early box sales event in January. So I don't want to repeat that too much, but make sure to follow our social channel to get our most up-to-date news. Thank you.
Yeah, so you don't miss the date.
Yeah.
All right. How about the T-shirt?
Okay, we will keep you up to date in our Telegram channel and also our Facebook channel.
All right. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so It's been a pleasure to talk to you, you all about Etermon project, and like I think the community also learned a bit more about the project already, and there are so much more to learn. So I think we're gonna come back and discuss and also review more news, more information about the project in the next sessions. So before we end this session, so Miss Trang, Mr. Cuong, and Mr. Kevin, do you want to say something else to our audience before we say goodbye? Miss Trang, lady first.
Okay, thank you, Tienee, and thank you, Kevin. It's our pleasure to have you here today, and thank you, Etermon supporter and followers. Yes, we are so happy to have the chance to talk to you and to answer to all of your questions.
Okay.
Hope to see you soon in the next in the upcoming AMA section. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Trang. Thank you so much for answering our community's questions. How about Mr. Kevin? It's a bit late in Hong Kong right now, and you're still joining us tonight. So we really appreciate your time. Can you say something before we say goodbye to the audience?
Sure. I have only one thing to say. Don't miss a great game before you regret. So you can come later or come now to study this game and see if it is good for you to play. And I will promise that you find it amazing.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
problem.
Okay, and Gu, Mr. Gu. Last but not least, can you say something to our audience?
Okay, so thank you, Tienee, and thank you to Kevin for joining us today. So I do want to say is I hope that after this AMA sessions, you guys can understand more about our project. And when you understand more and you can know more about us, I think that is very like you will be keep supporting us. And please don't forget that we will have like early bird sales on this January, and follow on our channel to know about that information. And as a marketing manager, I promise that we will have more and more events in the coming days. So stay tuned and keep in touch with us.
Okay. So thanks for joining us today, and congratulations to the 10 lucky people. You're gonna receive 40 USDT. Please send a message to the admin team. Send your wallet address so you can receive the reward. All right.
Sorry for interrupting. We will contact them. They do not have to DM us, right?
Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay, so just wait for our beautiful and handsome team gonna contact you to give you the reward. And don't miss the next AMA and next event to receive more rewards. All right. So thank you everyone again for joining us today. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, Ms. Shan, and Mr. Gu. Hope that you are to have a lovely night, and I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.